Hola, mi gente. Yeah, this is Chris. First of all, I gotta give a special summer shout out to Nikki, wherever you are. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, this video is gonna be about what's gonna start happening next week. Is gonna be the trial of George Zimmerman. I titled this "Gangsta Trayvon" and the Simi Valley moment. The reason why I brought that up is because there's like a lot of wrangling going on in court right now. But basically, what the George Zimmerman defense team is going to try to do is attack Trayvon Martin's character. And the thing is, there's a lot of things that are going to be, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be said, but there's a lot of things that are not going to be said. It's like there's going to be a lot of unspoken communication. And the George Zimmerman defense team is going to try to like paint Trayvon Martin out as this wild black animal, to be. Like he was this wild kid who was like turning into the gangster, turning into the wild animals that the white people like to, I shouldn't say all white people, but they like, that's the image that they give us, like, the gangster image. And they're going to try to feed on that with the jury. They're going to try to like play that. Now, as far as I know, the judge, he disallowed a lot of evidence they're going to be trying to bring about him fighting and smoking marijuana and stuff like that, because they say that has nothing really to do with the case. But they're going to try to introduce it. And they're going to try to like trap the prosecution in saying something about George Zimmerman's character. So if they say something about Zimmerman's character, then they're going to start talking about Trayvon Martin's character. And even though they're going to be talking about Trayvon Martin's character, they're basically going to say that he was just like this potential. Everyone, for some reason, in the back of their minds, they see black people as potentially dangerous people who might just do damn near anything. So, and the reason why I even said anything about the Simi Valley moment is because everyone knows, well, not everyone might not know, but back in, 1992 was when in California, the area was called Simi Valley. It's supposed to be a predominantly white area. There's supposed to be a pretty safe area and stuff like that, but they got a jury together and they acquitted all those police who beat Rodney King. For those who never seen it, you can just Google it and see the Rodney King beating. They beat him, about half dozen cops beat him like a dog, but they all got acquitted, and that's what led to the riots. And the riots went on for a couple of days. Quite a few people got killed. A lot of people got hurt. Thing is, though, the riots basically they broke up. They rioted and basically destroyed the black community. They didn't go off into the white. South Central LA. They rioted in South and like destroyed all the businesses in South Central LA. But anyway, that's another story. The thing is, all of this stuff is coming up. I think it's supposed to start next Monday. There's been legal wrangling going on. I think the Zimmerman defense team was trying to prove that Trayvon Martin's friends beat up some homeless men, but then they found out that because there was actually supposed to be a recording of a fight on his cell phone, but the thing is, the fight was really between two homeless men over something. But the lawyers were trying to say that Trayvon Martin and his friends were bad apples and they were beating up people and all this other stuff. So they're going to try to play on that. They're going to try to play on the wild black beast. We're all like beasts. We're all ready to kill and rape, kill, maim, rob, whatever. And like I said, they're not going to literally say that. There's going to be a lot of unspoken, messages they're going to be trying to convey to the jury. They're hoping they're going to get a jury like this jury in Simi Valley who can see a man beaten halfway to death. Rodney King was being beat like a dog with about half a dozen cops, but the people in the jury still saw him as they said, well, he was still threatening, and that's why they were still beating him. I'm just like, well, if you're getting beat that bad, I'm pretty sure he was just trying to run. He wasn't really threatening anything. He was trying to get the hell out, but he couldn't barely stand up. Let's face it. Rodney King was a big dude, and he's definitely a tough dude, because to take a beating like that, most men would have been dead. Behind the kind of beating that he got. But this is just my video. I just wanted to throw out here, to talk about that. I was actually going to do it this weekend, but this weekend in New York City was rough, man. There was 25 shootings, and it was mostly in Bed-Stuy. Every neighborhood you heard about the shootings was basically a neighborhood where there's black and brown people, and those black and brown people shooting up the black and brown people. One little girl got shot with a bullet, was lodged in her spine. She might be paralyzed, I think, from the neck down for the rest of her life. And I don't know, everyone's saying that they're tired of it, but in fact, they're saying tired of it. But one of the news reporters was saying that nobody wanted to go on camera, and she was like wanted to talk about the show. Everyone's still I guess it's gang related, and they're scared the people want to shoot. The people gonna move on them. So I don't know. I mean, that's the one thing that makes me think that they might actually be able to get a jury who thinks like that, because summertime, there's hope. Here in New York City, violence jumps off like crazy, but the trial's going on in Florida, which is warm all year round. So, but who knows? It's still summertime. The kids are out of school, so I don't know. But I mean, they're hoping for a Simi Valley moment. They're hoping that people will forget the Zimmerman's one who jumped out the car and confronted Trayvon, even though they said they're not going to be able to prove that he actually started the fight. But if Zimmerman had stayed in his car, nothing would ever happen. But there's a chance he might get acquitted. I mean, I doubt they're going to get him on the murder charge, but they could get him on the manslaughter charges. But it's coming up, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's my video. Thanks for listening, people. Peace.